Alright, so here we are. It's round 8 of the Cappuccino Induction League, which took place last Sunday. I'm Dave Higgins. I'm going to give you some running commentary on the race as best I can. I'll give you the best main highlights. Quick running order. Qualification for this was fastest first, JB Player 1, race 42, GMGH in third, fourth JK, 5 Slim, 6 Mr. Egg, 7 Mad Dog, 5 Rayman, 9 Genobis, 10 Badger, and 11 Jumpy Bob. So we'll go on board and we'll start the race. Very intense circuit to scuba, this one, which is a Japanese circuit. So we're on board with, we'll go on board with, actually, let's just think, we'll go on board with JB Player 1, who seems to have held the advantage off the start. He has held the advantage, so that's a good start from him. Race 42 has kept position, DMJH has kept position. Now, that's Slim drifting wide there. Slim's drifted wide, and I think he collected someone. I think he crashed into someone, to be honest with you. So let's just replay that start, have another quick look at it. On board with Slim. Let's just rewind to the start, and let's just see that from Slim's perspective. We'll join Slim at the back of his car, just to see what happened. I think he collected... it was either Mad Dog McTaz or Jumpy or Mr. Egg, actually. So going into turn 1, quite a decent line there, to be honest with you. Mr. Egg's on the right hand side, and no, he's drifted wide, and then he's come back in, he's collected Mr. Egg. Now I suspect that's probably given some damage. It's no damage to Slim, fortunately, who's held 5th position. I don't know if Mr. Egg is damaged. Let's just go on board with his car, let's have a quick look. He's dropping down the order, so there possibly is. And oh no, he's there again, so that's in the background there, that was Rayman, I think, behind. Oh, some major damage and a spin. Not a good start then from Mr. Egg. He'll need to back that up and get that out of the grass. I suspect probably not yellows for that incident. I don't think this race was yellowed at all. So Mr. Egg's probably going to have to go in to the pits, and you can see his car wagging from side to side there slightly. So yeah, I think he'll have to pit, to be fair. We'll just stay on board with that for one moment, see if he does decide to dive into the pits. I'm going to get ready to go back with the leaders for lap 2 in a moment. And is he going to pit? I think we've got another one in the pits slowing down. I think that's Rayman. So let's just go on board with Rayman for a moment and see what damage he's picked up. And that's front offside damage there to his car. So that's really bad luck for those, to be fair. Now let's go back on board for, just looking at my notes, let's go back on board for the next lap. Out of the pits then is Rayman and Mr. Egg following, both down in last position now, so it's a disastrous start for them. So back to the leaders now, coming up to turn 11, the last corner of the circuit. It's raced 42, is still in the lead. JB Player 1 very close behind, and look at, I mean, everyone's really close behind. It's proper bumper to bumper stuff. As we go down into turn 12, the last of the turns. He's right up behind him now, is JB Player 1. I wonder if he's going to be able to have a stab on the inside into corner 1. Only time will tell. Let's see. Now, will race 42 go defensive and try to hold the right hand side of the circuit? He's not, he's staying wide out to the right, but obviously JB Player 1 thought better of that, and he's decided to hold back a little bit there. What we'll do is let's just drop back and see what DMJH's 32 is doing. And let's just have a look at the rear. Oh, he's got JK right up behind him there. A little bit of a mistake going around the midsection, and JK right up on it. Can JK go down the outside or down the inside? No, he's backed out of that a little bit, so DMJH was quite fortunate there, to be fair. Let's just have a look into the heavy braking zone coming up to turn 11. JK sticking quite wide, trying to go for the cutback. He's trying to go for the cutback. But he's not got it. He's just not got enough horsepower there to sustain that. We're on with lap 3 now of 15, of course. On the rear of DMJH's car. Race 42 still leading. JB Player 1 second, DMJH third, JK fourth, Slim 5th, Mad Dog McTag 6th. 7th Genobi, and 8th is Badger. And the guys behind seem to be dropping back just that little bit. We've got still on board at the rear of DMJH, and he's got JK breathing down his neck. Now, will JK go for a dive on the right hand side? Down into the midsection of the circuit, into the tight hairpin. Let's just have a look, see if that happens. No, it doesn't know on this occasion. He thought wise of it. He just held back that a little bit. Slim and Mad Dog McTaz and Ginobili are all quite close behind, so any mistake from these guys will of course be collected by those three behind, and they'll probably be straight through. Now he's really close again. Will JK have a stab? He's going wide. Now I bet you he tries to cut back here as he accelerates out of the corner. He does. He does. Oh, but DMJ's just got enough to hold him off there. Just enough. We'll just stick with this into turn 12, and then we'll go back on board with the leaders, which is still race 42 and JB Player 1. Good close racing, good fast close racing here. And oh, he nearly touched the back of the car. JK nearly touched the back of DMJH32. And he's going down, he's going down, he's going to... Oh my goodness me, they're touched. Let's just see this from outside. Is he diving down the inside? Is he diving down the inside? And he does, well done. That's a good overtake. JK's made that plan, and he's taken DMJH32. So that's DMJH down to 4th. Now, can DMJH have a stab back on the inside into the hairpin in the midfield? Let's just have a check on that. He does. Has he had a stab? And he's made it work. He's got past. Absolutely fantastic racing. But JK has got the cutback again, so that puts DMJH behind. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible stuff. And it looks like he's making it stick this time. So let's just go back on board with the leaders, which is race 42. Just to see where they're at. Oh my goodness, it's just as close at the front. JB Player 1, and they touch each other just as we come back on. Unbelievable stuff, and that's given race 42 that little bit of an advantage. There. Absolutely fantastic. Now, what I think we'll do is we'll go on board with Slim and Mad Dog just to see what's happening at the back of the field. Now we're on lap 5, and again, look at that. It's really close. Let's get onto the back of Slim's car there. Just to see what's happening. We've got Mad Dog just trying to dive down the inside. Behind him, Ginobili bringing up the rear, and Mad Dog's going for it. And oh, he nearly gets through. Nearly. Oh, and he has got through. He's pushed him wide, and Ginobili's going to take an advantage of this. Let's get outside the car and see what's going off. There's a little bit of nudging from the rear. Don't know who's in front. Nobody's managed to hold it. So Slim has managed to hold on the inside, has he? And Ginobili going for the cut back at the back, trying to take Mad Dog McTaz going down the inside. Oh, it all seems to have calmed down there, but blimey, that was pretty close stuff, very intense stuff. And look at the battle still up front with TMJH and JK. Absolutely fantastic stuff coming up to turn 11 of 12. Anyone going to dive down the inside? And yes, I thought he was going to dive down the inside again. Was Mad Dog on Slim? Slim keeping the advantage slightly, but Ginobili just at the back trying to take advantage of this. Seeing that, they're drafting each other, they're rubbing each other. Going into turn 12, and Ginobili dives for the inside. Will Ginobili hold it? No, he hasn't. He's just gone back, but it's caused Mad Dog to drift wide, so Ginobili has held that, and Ginobili's now secured 6th place. Absolutely fantastic racing, guys. Well done. Really close field. We'll just go back on board with the leaders. We're on lap 7 of 15 now. It's worth just telling you a little bit about the circuit, just for interest's sake, while you watch this good close racing. There's 12 corners on this circuit, and it was built in 1966, but didn't open, interestingly enough, till 1970, so it's quite an old circuit. It's in Shimizu, Japan, and the major events that this circuit runs is the MFJ Superbikes events. It was actually built for bikes, I believe, this circuit. It's 1.287 miles long, which is 2.045 kilometres, so it's very short and very intense, so you get some good close racing, as you can see. And the lap record here, interestingly enough, was set in 2004 in a Honda NXS, and the lap record is 51 seconds, 8.57, so it's 51.875 seconds. So it's a very, very short and intense lap. Now, going into this round, we've got in first place in the championship at the moment is JK. Now, he does have 2 X's against his name, unfortunately, for a little bit of misconduct. I'm not sure what that was, but obviously the race officials felt need to justify that. He's leading with 76 points and 2 wins. In second place, we've got Raced, who's got 69 points and 1 win to his name. JB Player 1 is in 4th place with 53, and he's actually got 3 wins to his name, but JB Player 1 missed rounds 4, 5 and 6, unfortunately. And DMJH is sitting pretty in 3rd position in the championship at this stage with 59 points and 2 wins to his name. So basically the 4 fastest guys at the moment in this league are right up front and mixing it up, and it's fantastic to see. So we can't watch all of the highlights, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip forward to lap 13 at the moment. and just then when I get to lap 13, my notes say we're going to switch to watching DMJH32 and JK. So 10, 11, 12 and 13. So a few laps skipped there unfortunately, but we can't watch them all. It would just take too long, guys, and I'd get a dry mouth as well. So we're going to go on board with, and this is why, we're on board with DMJH32 from the rear of his car. We've still got JK breathing down his neck. Now, these two guys are just trying to overtake each other at every possible opportunity. And up the inside again, JK, will he make this stick? I doubt it, because DMJ has got the inside line. A little bit of rubbing as he tries to do it. We're coming up now to the quite high-speed section of the circuit, which is a long right-hander down to the heavy braking point. Now, DMJH, will he go defensive over to the left? And he has done. Now, JK is trying to do the cutback, and he makes the cutback stick. He's making... No, he's not. Now it's all down to horsepower. Horsepower down the straight. Let's just watch these two guys. And he's just there on the rear. He's just there on the rear. Really, really close. Will he have a dive into turn 12? Not really an overtaking place, that. But will he now accelerate a little bit faster and get up the inside of DMJH32? It looks like he is. Let's watch this from the outside. He's going to have a stab down the inside. And meanwhile, Race 42 and JB Player 1 right on it there. Now, JK has gone wide, but he's trying to do the cutback again on DMJH. DMJH is having none of it. They're just holding tandem. They're going in two down the straight. Two. Well, it's not really a straight, it's a benty, and he's got him. He's got him. Now, will DMJH dive down the inside? And he does. Do they collide? Is there a little bit of a rub? No, there isn't. Luckily, he's held on to that. Luckily, very good racing, guys. So that's given the advantage straight to JK. Now, we'll go up front to race 42. We're on lap 14 and 15 now, and he's got right behind him. He's got JB Player 1. JB Player 1 going wide. We've got race 42 trying to defend on the inside. JB Player 1 will have the faster line there on the outside. I suspect he's trying to do a cutback, and look in the background again. DMJH has overtaken JK, so they're really on it. Everybody wants to win and take 15 points here at Scuba Circuit this evening. Unbelievable. And what's really interesting at the moment, I think you'll find, as a spectator, is there's been absolutely no incidents really, other than that minor little bit at the beginning with I think it was Mad Dog and Mr. Egg. Mr. Egg seemingly has dropped out of the race as well. Obviously, had enough of it and decided to pull into the pits. Now, wipers going like mad on the front of race 42's car. We're on to the final lap now, so this is worth watching, guys. I wonder who's going to win the race. It could go any way, to be honest with you. It could go, all you need is a late dive and a little bit of a rubbing at the side, and anyone could go through. He's right up behind him at the moment, JB Player 1. Right up behind him. Going down into turn 11 now, the second to last corner. Will he make a dive down the inside? No, he's going for the outside, and we've got race 42 going defensive on the inside. JB Player 1 trying to do the cutback. Not working, he's now trying to go around the outside. They're drafting each other down the straight. I'm going to get ready to see who wins out of DMJH, and look, we've got JK right behind him. Now it looks to me, it doesn't look like JB Player 1 is going to get race 42, so it's looking like a good solid win for race 42. And we'll just clip to the action behind. So race 42 wins the race, and who's going to win out of DMJH and JK? I have no idea who's first across the line. It's side by side stuff. Oh, and DMJH just nicked that. Well raced, guys. Down in 5th then, Genobi, 6 Slim, 7 Mad Dogs, 8 Badger, 9 Jumpy Bob, and Rayman down there in 10th. That was really good racing. Looking forward to the next rounds on Sunday. Thanks very much for watching.